So, I will start by asking you guys what attracted you both to your roles in the film, because
we're slightly giving the same answers, aren't we?
We are, but
yeah,
it's
there's some pretty predictable questions.
It's sort of there are lots of different ways to choose roles. There are different reasons to choose roles. I really wanted to be in the Sweeney.
Yeah.
I just thought that sounded really good fun. And I think and then I was asked to play Haskins, and I thought that was a bit unusual because Haskins traditionally is
older,
or initially at least wasn't. Yes, he's that character we've seen before, sort of bad-fitting suit and cigar chomping and shouting at everyone. And so I was interested from that point of view, and I actually was on late, so Ray and Ben and Hayley, Steve McIntosh, all these fabulous actors who I really like were already involved. And Nick gave me a great pitch, you know, contemporary London. We've got this unreconstructed man who's really at odds with his time that he's in, because he's really stuck in the 70s. And it all just sort of made a nice picture. And I think I said yes before I read the script.
Oh, wow.
So it just was a lovely little, it felt like a lovely thing to do. So that's why I did it.
Yeah, I did it knowing Ray and Ben were in it, and then later on Damian and Stephen coming into it, and it created a brilliant ensemble. I wanted to spend my time with these people.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you've got Nancy, my character, she's a part of the flying squad. She's got a bit to do. I love action, and I wanted to do something modern, and I've done lots of kind of period dramas recently and work in the theatre, and so this came up and it just felt so fresh and so different from what I'd done, really. So just personally speaking, it felt like a great project to be involved in. And then I just kind of sensed that on set the atmosphere would just be great fun, and it was. And you have someone like Ray involved in this, and you know what you're going to get, and it was. And I loved doing my scenes with him, even though the love scenes, there is one that is quite brutal. It felt like a very funny choreographed fight sequence rather than a love sequence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and I mean, I was going to ask, between the two of you, you definitely get the better deal in terms of acting sequences. I mean, that Trafalgar Square sequence is. I mean, I think you are there, right? You're kind of.
Yes, very much so. And we had a window of 2 hours to film it, so we had to know exactly what we were going to do. So we thought it out with Nick, and Nick had this brilliant kind of plan all set up, so we knew the story of the scene and how it progressed and where it led to, and it was great. But it was you know, those masks, those guys in those masks are so eerie, and to have them running through Trafalgar Square just completely expressionless with big guns pointing at you was
it's just not a landmark you see very often used in that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very clever use of the locations. Yeah.
And then Damian, were you kind of occasionally like, I'm literally just in a seat behind a desk this entire time?
Yeah, I was a bit stuck in the office. Yeah. Pen pusher. But that was all right.
It's good.
That was all right. I didn't expect to be out on the street. It was, and it was just lovely when I was allowed out. Get some air, and join the rest of the cast in, you know, various bits and bobs.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun playing the conflict between, you know, keeping the upstairs lot happy and keeping, you know, Regan happy, who's running this operation ostensibly for Haskins on the street. And I don't ask too many questions about his methodology, and yeah, as long as it's dealt with and it doesn't get the police force in too much trouble, then he can continue. But so he's a sort of he interfaces really, Haskins, between the two.